Ron, so in this training, I'm going to deploy FortiGate Firewall in AWS, right? So as you can see on screen, this is going to be the topology which we have built during the entire training, right? So basically here, what we have done, it's like we have two availability zones, right? Zone AP South 1A and AP South 1B, right? So right now we have built the topology in AP South 1A, right? So we have internet gateway to provide internet access to the devices. We have this FortiGate firewall here, which is taking care of outbound and inbound traffic from DNS server and web server. We have hosted one website on this web server, which is available over internet through this FortiGate firewall. And this DNS server is helping these devices to get their DNS query and get the FTDNs resolved into the IP addresses. Then we have the jump host to log into the devices in case of any failure or something like that. Okay? So this is our public subnet. This is our private subnet within the VPC. We have a public security group. We have internal security group to have a strict posture check, right? This is the remote user who can get into the web server, DNS server with the help of the firewall, right? I can do RDP into the DNS server. I can do SSH into web server. And internet users, they can access the website, right? With the help of the public IP. And we can also create a DNS record for that, right? So this is the overall topology. Now here, if you see, we have these instances, jump host, DNS server, web server, FortiGate firewall. Okay. So now, and if you go to VPC console, so if you see the VPC, this is my VPC here, right? It has its own subnets associated with it, AP South 1, AP South 1B, then route tables and network connections. Now, let's take the RDP of our DNS server and check the firewall configuration. So this is our RDP session. We enter the password. So this DNS server is behind the FortiGate firewall. Okay. So if you see the topology, here we have FortiGate and this DNS server is lying here. So I'm coming from outside, hitting FortiGate, and then we have DNAT on FortiGate, which is helping me to give access to the DNS. This is how my access is working. So this is the DNS server. Now, let me just connect again. To the password. Okay, so I'm connected. And similarly, we can also connect to this web server as well. We can take the Purdy session or we can take the MOBA term. I can connect to the public IP of the firewall, which is defined on the outside interface. So this is the server where we have hosted the website. Okay. So if you check the reachability to internet, the server has reachability to the internet and the traffic is passing through the FortiGate. Similarly here, let us log in into FortiGate now. This is the 10.0.0133 is the LAN interface of the FortiGate, which is connected to the Ubuntu server and this particular DNS server. So this is how your firewall looks like. Okay. So if I will show you your interfaces, these are the interfaces, LAN, WAN. Okay. We will see the policy. So we have policy, allow the communication from LAN to WAN. LAN to WAN, right? You can see 2 GB of traffic is flowing through it so far. And then we have web server access, DNS, SSL. Okay. And these are the virtual IPs. Okay. The services which we have created, right? And in the logs, you can see traffic is passing through. Let me just clear the filters. Okay. So traffic is passing through the FortiGate. Okay. Now, let's try the website. So the website here, if you see, this is the web server. So let me do cat. Oh, please. So this is the code which you see here. It welcome to AWS training by Nitin Tyagi. We will learn AWS in this training from scratch. This code will be available over internet. If I'm going to hit this public IP from my machine, basically a static website is hosted. So you can see we got the connection. And this connection you can track it on AWS. I mean on FortiGate, right? So if you have the filter of FortiGate of this IP, if you have it on HTTP service, so this is my IP 103, and you can see connection got accepted, web server access, right? If I will confirm my IP, so 103.154.247.1.5, this is what you see here, right? So this rule is taking it. Similarly, you can have the filter of SSH because I have taken the SSH of the web server. So you can see the request for SSH. Similarly, you can see the request for RDP. That how your traffic is going towards the RDP, right? So, this is the normal deployment, the standalone deployment. In the upcoming sessions, we will cover, the FortiGate HA in dual availability zones, right? So basically what we are going to do is like here, if you see, same set of resources we will provision in zone 2, and then we'll build the HA between these firewalls, and we'll ensure the failover, and we'll ensure the uh, services uptime should be like maximum possible. Then in upcoming sessions, we will also deploy Prisma SD-WAN here. I mean, we will have VION deploy it, right? We'll build the SD-WAN fabric to have a secure connectivity. As right now, you can see we are exposing our services over internet, right? So we'll cover SD-WAN as well. We'll talk about security VPC, production VPC, transit gateway. In previous lectures, we have also covered about NAT, right? NAT gateway and VPN services and all that stuff. So basically here, and we will also introduce WAF here to protect this WAF server so that we can initiate the attacks from the internet and we can get the protection on our web server. Okay. So everything we'll cover in this course. So basically it's like it is available on my website. If you go to ngcloudx.com, you just go to all courses, right? So here you will see all these courses. So at last you will see FortiGate in this AWS training. So here you can see so far 6 lectures are over. You click on curriculum. So, you know, this much we have already covered. You can join now as well because it is going to be very interesting training in future. It will cover so many things. It will cover Zscaler. It will cover Prisma SD-WAN. It will cover, checkpoint. It has covered FortiGate, right? And I might cover Palo Alto as well. And it will we will talk more on design perspective. What are the best practices from design point of view when you're building the services, and you know we will also talk on EKS clusters and what would be the best strategy to do the migration on your existing AWS infrastructure, right, with the help of the gateway load balancers and transit gateways. So this is what we are going to cover in this training. So if needed, you can enroll to it. Thank you.